Hello, good evening, good morning, wherever you may be. I am Cassandra Joan Butler, aged 56 with the CIA, and I'm here to bring you the Cosmic Connections. We're really trying to keep it to 8:30 Eastern Daylight Time. Now we're in Daylight Savings Time. How about that? And we talk about the astrology of the week. We talk about whatever you might be feeling because we're always in some sort of new cycle. And this is the countdown, dear friends, to the ingress of Pluto. I'll be talking a lot about Pluto next week. Okay. So fingers crossed, we'll get there, right? Next Wednesday. But there's a lot going on in the world. And I don't know about you, but I had escape napping attack this afternoon. Right when the sun was conjunct Neptune. Neptune is spiritual intensity, but physical tiredness. So I was a little bit tired earlier, and I just had an escape nap. And I really wasn't tired. I slept really well last night, and I had a good amount of sleep, but I just had to escape. And I looked at my ephemeris. Oh yeah, the sun and Neptune were kissing in the sky. So we may go into kind of I don't know, a sleepy state, a trance state. We may feel a little confused. So that's the question of the week. Did anyone feel this sometime this afternoon? You might still be feeling it. A sense of, I just need to be left alone, and possibly soaking in a tub, or possibly, if you're near water somewhere on the planet, especially in the southern hemisphere, maybe wanting to walk by the water, to be soothed by the water. So I don't know. That's just my. Thank you for sharing, dear Rose. You always remind me to remind people sharing is caring, and when you share, you get a chance at my Lunar Lights Club for a month, and I do that for anyone who's interesting. It's a Lunar Light subscription club. One of the best benefits of it is that you're able to get great discounts with retreats and things. And speaking of retreats, I'm doing the final countdown to the retreat I'm having here in Western New York at the Hampton Inn. I'm going to be feeding you a fantastic spread, plus teaching you how to become a Reiki practitioner. Even if you are Reiki certified, come along, because we're going to be doing a lot of universal healing protocol techniques, which is a combination of using astrology and Chinese traditional shiatsu to help quell our concerns, our five pernicious concerns. Well, in any case, that's on Saturday, and I have the link for that. So you're welcome to come along to find like-minded spiritual people and get your certification. So welcome to Cosmic Connections. Duarte, hello. Nice to see you. Hello, and let me know where you're coming in from. Hi, Angela. Hi, Linda. Danielle. You wanted to escape. I know, isn't it? You're taking the words out of my mouth, Danielle, right? I said this to a dear friend just the other day. Adulting is tough, whether it means doing the job or paying the bills or taking the trash out. We are always having to do something, and that's the way of the world, right? Wouldn't have it any other way. You took a nap in the car while your daughter was at the grocery store. Linda, you're a woman after my own heart. I'm the master of quick naps. I used to do that when my kids were little. I would literally take them to my grandmother's house so she could watch them, and I'd park in the driveway and nap. We do what we have to do. Mary's been sleepy. Sherlyn has taken a nap too today. By the way, the reason why we often become more physically depleted, shall I say, is as the moon wanes and disappears, as it gets ready for the grand entrance, which I'll be talking about tonight, the new moon on the spring equinox. We don't get those very often. Spring equinox is always a new beginning, right? Whether you're in the southern hemisphere or in the northern hemisphere, we have a new equinox to welcome on Tuesday. But the countdown every month, right before the new moon, is often a time when we're physically more reflective. It's called the balsamic time. And so for all of us, between now and Tuesday, the new moon, spring equinox, as the moon leads away and we see less of it, what we're experiencing is a reflective period. It's the let go and let God, the time of the month when we're more reflective and interior. So really, listen to your body. If you need to take even a 5-minute meditation at work, it's a lower period. Watch your dreams. Your dreams may become more intense in the next few days. A lot of nappers here. Okay. You've been exhausted too, Joni. And this is your new moon, right? Coming up on Tuesday. Hello, everybody. Hi, Donna. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Hi, Linda. Hello, everybody. Big hugs to you all. So again, we're going to be talking all about, hi, Cassandra. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Tony. Hi, Eugenia. Hi, Crystal. Hello. You're right here in East Aurora. I love it. East Aurora, New York. All right. You're lively on the new moon. You're born the new moon. Yes. So we get more lively at the new moon. So here's a fun thing to consider, friends. Just an observation after looking at the moon's phases for, 30 odd years. At the new moon, we wake up. It's a new beginning. It's a rebooting of our Aries parts of our charts. And if we're born under the new moon, you tend to be that type of personality, a little bit more lively, a little bit more focused, a little bit more in sync with putting forth your energy in a more deliberate way. Full mooners are totally different. And what I've observed over the years is very often people will mate, marry, have best friends with someone who's not in your lunar phase. So you learn from each other, right? I just did a reading with someone just the other day, and she's a new moon and he's a full mooner, and they are totally different, but they complement each other because they are able to share their different phase personalities and train and teach each other. That's, I think, the purpose, one of the major purposes other than companionship, is frequency teaching when we are in relationship with others, right? We learn from each other. It's a beautiful thing. So, dear friends, we are countdown. Be aware that you may be a little bit more tired between now and Tuesday. And then the biggest news of 2023, maybe the biggest news of our lifetimes, is when Pluto makes its ingress on Wednesday. I'll be talking a lot about that. The entire internet is abuzz with it. Here it's the Cosmic Intelligence Agency. There's articles and videos you can take advantage of listening to about the Pluto ingress into Aquarius. It's big news. But keep in mind, the Pluto ingress, which happens next Wednesday, only is a tiptoe. It tiptoes into Aquarius until June 10th, and then it retreats. It goes backwards into the sign of Capricorn. It comes back around again, January of 2024, stays there, it retrogrades back into Capricorn. By the end of 24, we really get the full brunt and full meaning of what it is to have this new era of Pluto in the sign of Aquarius. Just keep in mind the very simple explanation. Aquarius is the public, the people, humanity. It's a revolutionary sign. It's a sign that regards truth and equality, egalitarianism, focus on equality across the planet, and Pluto's power. So we are empowering ourselves as a species in the next 20 years. So it's a great time to be alive, despite all the fears that is inherent to becoming an evolving human. So tonight, let's just talk about the new moon. We'll keep it focused. And I'm going to bring my PowerPoint into the room. So the new moon is in Aries. Again, it takes place on Tuesday. But before we talk about the new moon, let's talk about this balsamic moon. Let's make a narrative. We talked about Saturn and Pisces last week, another huge new 30-year cycle. Saturn and Pisces. Saturn, the vigilant wisdom seeker, the grumpy old man, the hermit in the tarot deck, the energy of the wise man, the energy of being able to enlighten yourself one step at a time. Saturn's structure. Saturn is the energy that has to do with manifestation, right? So our focus in the next 30 or next 2.5 years will be on water and spirituality. And there's a slide, of course, of the ocean. So I had to bring this story into our awareness tonight. So you may have heard this, maybe not. I was kind of horrified to hear about this. We have this big blob of seagrass moving into the Caribbean and also to the Florida shores. Now, this is always happening, but this time, this year, it is twice the width of the United States of America's continent, right? It's huge. And scientists are saying that this particular form of seaweed can degrade and create this horrific and sometimes toxic smell, can create respiratory problems. And so this is, as of last month, it was gaining strength and bulk, and it's hitting the shores. They're expecting this to be affecting Florida and the Caribbean through October. We'll see how that is going to be controlled or dealt with, but I wanted to show this to you. It's like clockwork, right? Saturn goes into Pisces, and we're going to have a lot of attention, focus, restructuring of water issues. Literally the ocean, right? Literally the ocean. And of course, the biggest water issue that there is the idea that we're all made of that element. And so psychic, spiritual experiences are to become much more relevant and structured and respected over the next 3 years, I would think. So you spiritual people out there, please remember that as you are shoring up your skills in the psychic spiritual realm. All right, so here's our new beginning. Every spring equinox, every winter or fall equinox, every solstice, is always a new beginning. We have the 4 major points on our wheel every year. The spring equinox is when we have half sun and half nightness. Nightness? Oh boy. Calm down, slow down, Cassandra. I'm obviously not tired anymore. I get so excited talking to you. But at the spring equinox, the light and dark is in balance. So that helps to remind us to balance. So you do nothing else on Tuesday. Remind yourself to do whatever it takes to balance yourself. If you've been working too hard, play a little bit. If you've been wanting to work a little bit harder and negate all those naps, do that. Bring yourself into balance. That's the message of every equinox. So every equinox, we always have 0 point. 0 point in astrology, 0 Aries is considered to be like ground zero because it begins, it's kind of like the new year. It begins the first degree of the 360-degree phase as we evolve and grow in our lifetime. So it's kind of like a brand new year, right? You know, the equinox here. When we have every March 20th or 21st, whenever the sun has the ingress into the sign of Aries, we have this Sabian symbol. And it's the Sabian symbol of a woman embraces a seal from the ocean. And this is from Dane Rudyard's work. The woman is a human. She's embracing a mammal from the primordial soup, which is the sea. And it's the womb of the world, the sea again. We have this sea image, right? So it represents the woman is already incarnated, but she's trying to help evolve this mermaid energy. So it's the impulse to be. That is the meaning of spring equinox. We are beginning to be who we are. And that message and that image, dear friends, is so strong in 2023. Because of course we have the eclipses moving into Aries, we have Jupiter in Aries, and so forth and so on. This is a time of owning you, owning yourself. This is one of the biggest stories of our astrological 2023. So now we have a new moon on top of this important point on our year. So the new moon is going to be connecting with Mercury. There you see it. So we're going to be thinking new thoughts, the impulse to produce something through our mind. It'll be a great time for writers. It'll be a great time for teachers, a great time for reflectors, getting that journal out and maybe do an exercise of visualization Anytime we have fire new moons, do those vision boards, friends, that we're all so familiar with, or sit in your meditation or in your prayer circle and visualize how you want to be. So Venus and Juno are together in this new moon chart, and it reminds us to attract new partners on our new journey, or to really appreciate the partners we already have. And there is Venus, which of course is love, and we have Juno at 5 degrees, and we have the North Node at 5 degrees. So wherever you find 5 degrees of fixed in your chart, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius, become aware that there's a focus on creating a network of like-minded people. Okay, we still are going through our healing stellium. This peaked at around midnight on early Sunday of Eastern Daylight Time. We had this combination of Chiron, the wounded healer, Jupiter, the expansion energy, and Vesta. They're still playing around in the sky, and they're basically reminding us to spiritually take our expansive healing seriously, to heal ourselves first and then forgive others, which is always a good idea, right? But we want to get some of that healing work in awareness and consciousness complete to the best of our abilities before Pluto goes into the sign of Aquarius next Wednesday. So old hurts, old ruminations, people who insulted you or neglected you or didn't give you respect or left you without cause or without reason, let it go. Forgive, forgive, forgive. One of my favorite expressions is, what someone thinks of me is none of my business, right? So this is a really great download, as it were, of deep healing. Mars is making an inconjunct to Pluto. That can shift and aggravate fear and anger and irritation. So become aware of that. I think all of us are a little concerned about the financial insecurity that's been erupting across the planet. Every day we're hearing another story. We've heard about banks closing and having difficulties. Now this is becoming more of an international story. Let's just kind of hold our breaths and exhale and try not to let the fear envelop us, because we're going to learn a lot more once Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius. Please remind yourself that the number one housing crisis that occurred in 2008 coincided when Pluto went into the sign of Capricorn. And as Pluto is leaving Capricorn, we're going to have some of the same type of storylines about the big structures within our life, especially the banks, especially governments. So we're seeing this unfold before our very eyes. The part of fortune is conjunct the part of spirit, which is really interesting. This is just reminding us to connect with our own focus of spirit to the best of our ability. All right, so that is our new moon in the sign of Aries. Again, make a wish, make a visualization, and we'll be just fine. I'm going to go through all the signs for you to give you some helpful hints about how you might be working with the new moon energy on the spring equinox. If you're Aries, hello, hello, hello. It is like a second birthday for you Aries, or you Aries rising signs. It's a very important time to set your course and think about the future and really celebrate you. Really celebrate your achievements and reward yourself somehow on this new moon if you are Aries. If you are Taurus or Taurus rising, it's about maybe spending a little time and reflection and prayer and meditation, and to strengthen your spiritual tools, whatever those may be for you, to really remind yourself that you can make a connection to spirit loved ones. You can make a connection to the God of your understanding. You can appreciate that which we can't touch, see, or feel, the spiritual side of life. All right, so that's really strong for our Taurus friends. If you're Gemini or Gemini rising, it might be a good new moon for you to re-enlist your social calendar. All right. So, pay attention to the people in your life that you have, perhaps because you've been too busy, neglecting, and give them a call, meet with some friends, connect with groups and associations, have fun with your social network, you Geminis or Gemini risers. If you're Cancer or Cancer rising, this new moon is reminding you to take a more leadership ability or position in the outer world, whether that be your career, whether that be your community, however you are being a impulse for change in the outer world. It's time for the Cancers to say, I take responsibility for inspiring and leading others. So it's really on a personal level, it might be a great time to ask for that promotion, or even to calculate it, making a new job change for the Cancers. For Leos or Leo risers, well, this wonderful new moon energy is asking you to travel, to teach, to expand your horizons. If you can't travel, make plans to travel. Shake up your routine and do something fun and something new, Leos. For Virgo or Virgo rising, this is about going deep within yourself and tapping into your inner power. All of us have inner psychological, emotional, spiritual power. Sometimes we don't believe it's there to utilize. For Virgo, remind yourself it's time for you to channel and download all that inner resources within yourself, the confidence. For the Virgo, of course, that would be your analytical powers, and get through and practice faith. Practice faith to the best of your ability, dear Virgo. Libras is all about your partners. This new moon is activating your partnership house. It's showing a beautiful mirror to you that the people who love you and want to support you really do care. And so really pay attention to your partner, or if you're partnerless, make a plan to find some new partners and BFFs in your life. For Scorpio or Scorpio rising, it's time to get off the couch and get yourself into the streets and walk and run, or get to the gym. Take care of your health, Scorpio. This new moon energy is like prompting you to take responsibility for your own physical nature, eating better, sleeping better, and of course, exercising. So, hey, that's as important as anything else, Scorpio. For Sagittarius, this is a fun new moon. It's asking you to dig out your imagination and download your joy. Download your joy. If you've always wanted to, I don't know, go swimming or play a sport or go to the show or go to a movie or write a movie, write a storyline, whatever it is, something creative, something fun for you Sagittarians. So really get out your collective creativity and get going on creating something more joyful for you in your life. It also rules romance, so it's a good time for just play, Sag. If you're Capricorn or Capricorn rising, well, it's time. This new moon is saying it's time to clean up the house or clean up the emotions in your family. Make friends with your family members, throw a party, do a family reunion, whatever that takes for you Capricorns. But focus is on grounding and family, and also on your spiritual path to feel a little bit more secure within yourself. For Aquarius or Aquarius rising, this energy is asking you to pay attention to how you speak to others and how you speak to yourself. It also reminds you to organize your schedule and do some time management, because you'll be very successful with that. All right. And then our beautiful Pisces friends, this new moon is reminding you to take care of your self-worth and value. Congratulate yourself on being fantastic, Pisces. You gotta sometimes do that, right? Not always get the feedback from someone else. And also remind yourself, if you are not making what you would like to make in an income stream, this is the time to visualize what it would take for you to have more abundance in your life. All right, so it's a financial time for our Pisces friends. There you go. Good evening, Sheila. Good to see you. Hi, Agent 59. Great to see you, Eugenia. Forgive and let go. Yes, exactly, Linda. All right, you're very welcome, Penny. Okay, it's falling right in place. Hi, John. Moon is in Aries. Yes. Hi, Candy. That's a great direct question, Candy. And before I would get into saying yay or nay, I would like to do a little astrological research. I will say this: it started last year. Of course, there was a big event that was happening there. It was happening when we had some Pluto activity. So, with the Pluto going into Aquarius, there might be a whole new formation that comes in. So let's just pray that there would be some ending soon. Okay, Candy, I would have to do some real astrological research before I would put something out with that. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Linda. I get to see you very soon. So awesome to see you here. Angela, hi there from Tucson. Dan, hello. Pam, Dee, hello, my dear. Hi, Carolyn. Okay. And that was the message. Oh, fantastic, Crystal. Okay, you had water issues in the house. We got to see where you have also Saturn and Pisces. Okay. All right. You've been tired too, Maria. I understand. Hi, Beth Ann, Angela. The moon is in your 7th house right now. So you're a Cancer rising, Angela? Yeah? Okay. Oh, hi, Dana. Hello. Happy birthday. Hi, Beth. Your dreams have been intense. That makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. Good evening, Rebecca. Sound is down. Oh, your sound is better now. All right, great. We want you to hear, John. Always love to see you. Okay, so my friends, we're going to do a little sharing is caring, a little reward for you guys being such great friends and seeing me on Wednesdays. And so the winner of the Lunar Lights month tonight, close my eyes, who are sharers, is Joanne Va. Jojo, are you here tonight? I haven't seen her name, but that doesn't mean she's not in the background listening. So Joanne, you win. And I do have your birthday, I think, and I do have your email. If you don't receive, it's because I either don't have your email or don't have your birthday. So I've been around the block for decades, friends. So I have a lot of your charts in my computer. But congratulations, my dear friend Jojo. Tamika, great to see you. Great to see you. And thank you for being ahead of Mary, because I'm going to do the spiritual messages now. So what we do, I close my eyes, I pick 2 random people, and I give a spiritual message. I kind of shift from my frenetic left brain and get all this information pounding out at you. And then I kind of go in, I ask Spirit to give either a psychic message or a mediumistic message. And friends, guess what? You all can do this. Honest to gosh, you can, because y'all have a right brain, right? Do you appreciate music? Do you appreciate art? Do you appreciate a sunset? Do you appreciate God? Do you appreciate the idea that there are things in this life we do not understand, including our inner psyche? Well, that's what we do when we do mediumistic spiritual messages. All right, dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words to be filled with love and light, truth, inspiration, and healing for the highest and for the best as I align ourselves and all of us with the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. I'm with Crystal Van Way. Hello, Crystal. I'm in your energy field right now, dear, as I would, let me take a nice deep breath. And, it's kind of an odd thing. In some folk music, they play spoons. I'm hearing kind of like like folk music. Folk music across the world. I guess sometimes we'll use anything that's within reach. But I'm hearing spoons being played. And I think this is someone from Spirit. It's someone who loved to make music, but they made kind of a chimey type of sound. It wasn't like a regular instrument. It was someone like a 2 generations behind you. So I'm with the grandparents. It's a grandfather who's coming in, and either he made kind of a twangy type of instrument, or he loved music, or he loved to get together and share kind of folk music and singing. I don't know if you identify with that, Crystal, but I'm with that person, Spoons in Heaven. As this individual is coming in, and he's a very large, big presence. Okay, I'm not sure if this mother or is I think it's the father side of the family. He's coming in to tell you that you have to get with the rhythm of your life and trust the fact that sometimes you can't. There's a movie that won a lot of awards in the Oscars, Everything All at the Same Time, as some sort of title like that. I haven't seen it yet. I want to. I understand our beautiful Julia Simons has seen it, and she says that's a perfect movie for Saturn and Pisces. She's the mother of the CIA, by the way, that we adore and love. But I'm giving that message to you that sometimes you want to have everything going on at the same time, Crystal, and you're very frustrated because it's not all working at the same time. This grandpa is saying, honey, you got to play your spoons, and then you play your violin, and then you play your very, very folksy now, one step at a time, slow down. That's the message from him. It's almost like the frustration you have because you're so filled with this creative energy, and there's a lot of people that are encouraging you to go, I guess, on the outer world a little bit more with some of your superpowers. I don't know if you're trying to launch your own business or something like this, but you've been wanting to do this. I'm getting 4 years. I'm also saying something to you, my dear Crystal, about the Aquarius Pluto ingress. Next week, you're going to notice a sense of relaxation coming through you. You can start monitoring the schedule of yours so you're not so frustrated, because there's been some frustration. Not anything serious. It's just that I have so much I want to accomplish, but I have to do one thing at a time. Okay. And that's Gramps. Okay. All right. That is you, Crystal. That makes sense. Gramps. He was a big, larger than life personality. He would be an inclusive gentleman. Do you know what I'm saying? And he says that you have that same personality trait. You don't exclude anybody in your circle. And people are always saying that they love you because you're this I don't know where you find Aquarius in your chart, Crystal, but I'm focused on that. That's part of your superpower, that you've got some Aquarius type of healing ability, that people love you. And your grandpa was like that. Gramps was like that. So I'll leave that with God's blessings. All right. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too, Gina, and everybody. Let's do another message. Okay. Melody, I'm with you tonight. Hello, dear Melody. I think you would like a message. Okay. I would presume you do. You're a double Aquarian. This is going to be a big time for you, Susie S. Wow. Okay. You're very welcome, Crystal. All right, Miss Melody, I'm with you. Isn't that a beautiful name, Melody? Wow. We're just talking about the spoons. Melody, I'm with you, and I want to say this to you, that your ability to communicate is coming from generations of very intelligent women on the other side of life. There was an aunt. There was a great aunt. There were some journal keepers. I don't know if you're privy to some of the ancestry in your family, but you've always had a lot of female spiritual helpers that encourage you to write and to communicate. I know you do that. I know that you do that professionally. You're a teacher, you're a writer, but they are encouraging you to do a more official blog. All right. And with your wit and wisdom, and I know you, Melody, you Scorpio, this is a fantastic time to utilize the energy of creativity as Pluto goes into Aquarius, because you're wanting to develop more expression and self-expression with your words. I'm also picking up with you, Melody, this wonderful, I'm are you starting some sort of new physical exercise, like a Pilates or stretching or yoga, and you've been on the fence about it? You can do stuff at home, because it feels like sometimes, I know you're a mom. It's trust me, being a mom is a very full-time, all the time job. Doesn't matter how old your children are. And my sense is that you are going to be inspired to do something at home to kind of generate the internal heat and use that as part of your meditation practice. Maybe it's Tai Chi. I'm not sure what I'm picking up here with you. Okay. Oh, you're doing something. You're doing 99 days until summer challenge. Oh, you are. Okay, good. I'm just checking in with you. Yeah, because this is a part of your um, this is true for any one of us, right? When we're doing something physically and we challenge ourselves, then it's a domino effect, right? Then we become easier and faster on other aspects of our lives. We pick one thing, we do it well, and then everything falls into place. So this is going to help you. I'm also doing some travel with you, Melody. It's within the Northeast, but there might be some camping trips with your daughter. There might be some other things that you're planning. Plan them now so the summer doesn't get away from you. I'm feeling you might be going to Lilydale. All right, come and visit me. Lilydale down at, and that's true for all of you, okay? You all have an open-ended invitation to visit me at Lilydale, New York, okay, this summer. Just let me know. I have a little cottage. I'll put you up. But anyway, Melody, I'm seeing a lot of camping trips. I'm seeing a bonfire. I'm seeing some gatherings maybe that you're going to be facilitating, some meditation, some spiritual groups as well with other people, but you're going to be in kind of the spiritual circuit. I don't know if you're going to do some, I don't know if you do psychic fears, but I'm feeling that this summer or towards the fall. Does that make sense? And Melody, as far as a JOB goes, you've got 4 possibilities, 2 of which that you have actually applied to. The other 2 you think that you're not qualified for. At the new moon, put everything out, put all your energy out and start visualizing. You may be getting a JOB that helps pay the bills, but I'm talking about all those other cool things that you like to do for fun and for spiritual growth. Does that make sense? On Tuesday, Melody, get everything out. Get everything out. Okay? All right. Good. Oh, it's a competition dance. So you are going to be traveling. Oh, that's wonderful. Awesome. Very, very good. You're welcome, Miss Melody. Leave that with God's blessings. All right, dear friends. So good to see all of you. Thank you for being here. And okay, so we're clear on this, right? You make your visualization on Tuesday, spring equinox, and it's the new moon, the mermaid embracing the seal. It represents the will to be, number 1. Number 2, if you want to learn Reiki, come to see me on Saturday if you're in Western New York. And wherever you are on the planet, come and see me and Patricia Bell. We're going to be doing a wonderful Astrology Cafe on Sunday. It's at 7:30 Eastern Daylight Time on Sunday evening. And it's Zoom. It's fun. It's relaxed. We just chit-chat about astrology. We talk about the energy of the day. And that's on Sunday. And I think that's all she wrote. And then circle 8:15 on your calendar for Wednesday, the ingress of Pluto. You might want to take a moment of silence and just see what you're feeling, because that's going to be the foreshadowing for the next 20 years. 20 years till 2043. I can't wait till Cosmic Connections talks about the Pluto ingress into Pisces in 20 years from now, because I'm going to still be here. Maybe we won't have Facebook anymore, but we'll have something else. We'll have telepathic book. Okay, we don't need all this technology in 20 years. We'll just telepathy. We'll just use our minds to connect with each other. You never know. Have a great week. God bless. Thank you. Love you.